Welcome back to the Angry Man podcast with Jason and Greg. As you can see by my surroundings, I am on location. I'm live from the beautiful city of Cleveland, Ohio, here on business. Just finished an early morning workout. That's why I got this t-shirt on. But I did want to get into a little boxing before I got my day started. So it is fight week, and I promise someone in the Discord who will remain nameless that for consecutive uh, Terence Crawford videos, I will be extremely positive, and I intend to keep that promise. Now, it is fight week, and we get the opportunity to see the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport. That is my opinion. I think it's fact. I know a lot of people have Inoue in that position. They have Usyk in that position. I'm not of that mindset. I believe it's Terence Crawford. I believe it's been Terence Crawford for the last 2, 3 years. Ever since Canelo lost to Bilbao, I had Terence Crawford at number one. And he's fighting an opponent in Israel Madrimov, who I personally feel is a dangerous opponent. And I think it's going to be an entertaining fight. And, this morning I woke up and I was just scrolling through YouTube and saw this interview from Bomac, which I'm going to play here in a few minutes. And I thought his comments were interesting. And there seems to be, I don't know, it's a bit of conflict, and maybe it does make sense if I look at everything that's been said. But um, they have projected him in certain instances, in certain situations, he being Madrimov as a serious opponent. But then sometimes, they get a little, I don't know, it's hard to explain, and I don't want to sound negative because I said I was going to be positive consecutively. But when you think about Eddie Hearn has been saying that Israel Madrimov has a real chance to dethrone Terence Crawford. And Bomac has been pushing back on that lately. The last couple of interviews I've seen, including this interview that I'm about to play, he's been pushing back on the level of danger associated with Israel Madrimov. As a matter of fact, he's basically saying that this fight is a win. It's a foregone conclusion. And I know they should think that in their minds, that their fighter is going to win, right? Every let me move up here a little bit. Every trainer fighter should believe that their fighter is going to win, bar none. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But he's also saying that all they're doing over there is promoting. It's false bravado, if you will. At the end of the day, they all know that Israel Madrimov is basically going to lose. He's coming to get his paycheck, hand over that title, but they know he's going to lose. And what Eddie Hearns is currently doing is simply promoting. So I want to play this clip here quickly because, when you get in that mindset, and I'm not saying that Terrence Crawford is going to win or lose in this video, but we get in that mindset that, an opponent already knows that they can't beat a guy. I think that that's a dangerous mindset, and here's why. Israel Madrimov is inexperienced. I get it. He's 29 years old, so he's what, 6 to 7, 7 to 8 years Terrence Crawford's junior. The thing about it is he has a extensive amateur background. He's young, which means he doesn't know what he doesn't know. Now he's not that young for boxing terms, but still he's young in the sport in regards to being a professional. And he only has 10 fights. So he doesn't know what it is to lose as a professional. And he has that youthful belief that his skills, they're gonna pay the bill. And that's a dangerous fighter because he doesn't know how to lose. Plus, he's bigger, he's younger, he's athletic, he hits hard. So this guy isn't coming to the ring believing that he's going to lose, at least not in my mind. And I think that can put you in a precarious situation. I've heard Terrence Crawford's interviews from yesterday. I like what he's saying. He's saying the correct things. I'm not thinking about Canelo Alvarez. I'm thinking about Israel Madrimov. That's my only focus right now. I don't know if he's going to be the hardest opponent I've been in the ring with. I have to see when I get in the ring. All of those are the correct things for Terrence Crawford to say, right? But when I hear Bomac make these types of comments that I'm about to play, you have to wonder if some of that is drifting into the mindset of Terrence Crawford as well. And that's dangerous when you're moving up a weight class against a hard hitting opponent. So let me pull up this clip here very quickly, and I want to play what Bomac had to say, and then further react to it.
Eddie is going to push his guy and say, look, Madrimov'S going to come and do a job. Frank Smith's over there saying, didn't want to say it too loudly in front of yourself, but he said, look, they're going to come in and do a job. Do you genuinely believe that the guys promoting Israel Madrimov are looking at this fight and going, this is the one where Terence Crawford gets his defeat?
Man, to be honest with you, and I'm glad you asked me that question, is me personally, my feeling is them guys, they got to promote the fight. They got to be able to say that Terence is going to get beat by Madrimov. But, I know down deep inside, they know he's going to get beat. They know it. I'm sure everybody else around here knows it too. You stepping in there with one of the greatest fighters ever, and for Madrimov to just come in with 10 fights or 11 fights that's a big hill he got to climb. And me knowing Terrence, he's getting better and better each fight. Think of that because his IQ and he learns. He's 40, about to be 41 fights into his career, and he understands the game. He understands how the game works, how to win fights.
So those were the comments from Bomac there, and honestly, when I first heard that, I know you guys know I could have gone down a negative path as it relates to that comment, because there was things that I could have parsed there, but I'm gonna, like I promised, I'm gonna keep it 100% positive. The thing about that comment that I don't necessarily like for Terrence Crawford is it makes me believe that these guys think, to some extent, I'm not saying totally, I'm not saying that they're unprepared, but to some extent, that this guy knows that he can't beat. I don't think this guy knows that. I don't think this guy knows that. And if you think this guy knows that, do you believe that he's going to come in and basically, to some extent, I don't want to say lie down, but if you're already coming in with a defeated mindset, the first one or two things that go wrong, you're gonna hang it up and say, you know what, I'm done. I'm gonna let's call it a night. Let me go ahead and get my paycheck, and then I'm off to my next fight, right? And that, I don't believe that's Israel Majimov. If the first thing doesn't work, he's gonna try the second thing, and the third thing, and the fourth thing, and the fifth thing. So I just believe the guy's gonna be dangerous the whole fight. Now, if you want to take the perspective of, Bomac is essentially saying Terrence Crawford is so good that he's simply gonna watch him, and there's nothing he can do about it. That may very well happen, but I don't like that mindset personally for Terrence Crawford's team. The guy's going to be dangerous all 12 rounds, or for however long it lasts. I'm not sure if Terrence Crawford can hurt the guy. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. But Israel Marjamal certainly can hurt Terrence Crawford, and if he catches him, then it can get interesting real fast. So I hope they have the correct perspective, the right mindset going into this fight. We'll see. Again, could have gone negative with those comments, what he said. I could have turned that into something completely different, because I heard two or three things come out of those comments, but I kept it positive. So please don't be in the comment section talking about I'm hating. I'm just talking about the mindset of the team going into the fight, and I'm looking forward to a good fight. I actually think it's going to be a better fight than what people think. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Angry Man Podcast, L Sports Media, and I am out.